Hi guys, Jim here again with another Sudoku video. Today we're going to be doing another miracle Sudoku. Um, I think I covered one of these before, which was just a non-consecutive classic Sudoku, if you like. So let's see what we've got on store today. As I've said before, um, this is a series of apps from the guys at Cracking the Cryptic. Link in the description. Definitely go check them out if this is your jam. And they're well worth playing. Very clever, handcrafted puzzles that are a lot of fun. I think they're fun. Maybe you disagree. And yeah, and so last time, so we've earned 1 star in this app so far. So now we can move down into some of the later puzzles. Let's just keep sticking with the difficulty order for now. So this is a non-consecutive thermo Sudoku. And thermo Sudokus, if you recall, have these thermometers on. Let's open up the puzzle. Right. Well, here we go. Let's get a little explained from the game, shall we? Welcome to non-consecutive thermo Sudoku. In non-consecutive thermo Sudoku, every row, column, and box must have all numbers from 1 to 9 exactly once. So the regular Sudoku rules. In addition, two directly adjacent cells cannot contain consecutive numbers, and numbers must increase as they move along thermometers starting at the bulb. Good luck. So, what does all that mean? Well, the non-consecutive bit's fairly straightforward, so I couldn't put a 4 or a 2 here because it's next to a 3, and obviously 2 is next to 3 and 4 is next to 3 as you count. In addition, we have these thermometers, so the numbers must go up. So if that was a 1, this could be a 4, this could be a 9, that would be fine. But it couldn't go 7, 2, 1 or something like that. The numbers need to increase. Now, the interesting thing when you combine non-consecutive and thermo is actually they're really restricted. So normally this wouldn't be that long. This wouldn't be a very long thermometer because you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives you 4 degrees of freedom, right? So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the end, and then any kind of combination in between. So this could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this in theory, normally could be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's not very helpful. But in non-consecutive Sudoku, it's very powerful because you can't go 1, 2, 3 because they're next to each other. And so actually, I think a 5 cell thermo is actually fully restricted. Because if you start at 1, then the next smallest you can go to is 3, then a 5, then 7, then 9, and I think that's it. So you've got no choice. So 5 is actually ultimate restriction. So let's pop that in there now, which is great. And we've got another one down here, lovely symmetrical puzzle. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. There's literally nothing else that could fit on this thermo. So that's useful. These will be useful as well. That's my mouse. So yeah, so these, they only look like they are only 3s, but even 3s, 1, 3, 5. So you see, you're already kind of running out. In fact, because we've got 1, 3, 5, and 7 here, and that can't be 1. So this could be 2, 4, 6. Can't be 6 because of the 6 in the column. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 would be the next one, but it can't be an 8. That can't end in an 8 because that would have to be next to 7. So in fact, I think this has to be a 9. Can I just try that again? So it can't start with a 1. So it can't go 1, 3, 5, and it couldn't anyway because of the 3 and 5 in the box. So the smallest this could be is a 2. 2. Then it could be a 4. Then it could be a 6. Can't be a 6. Can't be a 7. Can't be an 8 because it's next to a 7. So yeah, that has to be a 9. Does the same logic hold? Well, if I work backwards, now that's it. That is a 2 and a 4. Because what else can this one be? So it can't be. I mean, it has to be lower than a 9. It can't be an 8 because it's next to 9. It can't be 7 because it's in the column. It can't be 6 because it's in the column. It can't be 5 because it's in the box. And if I go, so it can be a 4. Can't be a 3. Can't be a 2. Yeah, it has to be a 4. And then the only digit smaller than a 4 available for us here is a 2. So that's forced as well. Now, I don't think this is quite as powerful because this could be a 1. But even if this was a 1, I think it's still going to be 4-9 here. By sort of very similar logic, right? So if this is a 1, the next digit up, this could be as a 3. Can't be a 3. So this could be a 4, right? And then we get to here. If it's not a 4, it couldn't be a 5 because of the box. Couldn't be a 6 because it'd be next to a 7. Couldn't be a 7. Couldn't be an 8 because it's next to a 7. And then couldn't be a 9 because you can only put a 9 at the end. So yeah, so in fact, that is a 4. So regardless if this is a 1. So I think this cell could be a 1 or a 2. But either way, that's a 4. And then I think, again, this is forced to be a 9. Because what are we available? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're all ruled out, so that is a 9. So we've almost used up the thermos straight away. It's just this one here. Okay, so we're basically back to a non-consecutive Sudoku. So if I look here... so now let's just get back to doing some regular Sudoku then, I guess. So I've got 1s here, so it has to be a 1 here. That can't be a 1. So that or that. It's definitely a 1. Not much help on 2s. I know this. Actually, I say not much help on 2s. Where can a 2 go in this box? Can't go next to a 1, can't go next to a 3. So it must go for next to 5. What else are we missing? 8 and 6, both of which are fine. So I'll just pop those in there. 3? Yes, 3 in this row is forced, isn't it? So 3's forced a 3 up here, and there's a 3 down in this column, so that's a 3. That's a big 3. Big boy 3. 3's can go there in that column by this one as well. Yes, and we've got a little X-wing going on there, so that's 3's up there sorted. Is that all our 3's? Yes, because then that has to be a 3, and then these are X-winged, so they're not much more we can get out of them. Okay, what do we think about 4's? 4's is interesting. 4 in this box, where does it go? Well, we can see it must go in these cells, but it can't go next to the 3, so that rules out these two. So 4 must go there. 4. That means there's a virtual 4 in this row. So that's a 4, that's a 4. So there must be a 4 in this bit here, and there's a 4 up in that column, so that's nice. Anything else useful on 4's? Yeah, so this 3 is doing good work with 4's as well, isn't it? So 4's are restricted. There you go. So definitely a 4 here, which puts a virtual 4 in this column, which means that cannot be a 4. So that resolves that. That's quite nice. And then in this box, yep, so that 4 combined with this virtual 4 means you can't put a 4 up here. Then it's a 4 there, so that becomes a 4. Very nice. I think that restricts 5 in this box as well. So where can 5 go? Can't go next to a 4 and can't go next to a 6. So that's a 5, which sorts out our 3 X-wing from before. So that's nice. This is still a 1-star difficulty puzzle, right? So I'm hoping this should be reasonably straightforward. And it is proving. This is a nice puzzle. I like this thermo logic. If you like. Right, let's finish off on 4s because I like to go round. Finally over that cough that I had all through my previous other videos as well, which is nice. 4s. Not sure. Same logic as down here. These boxes are literally mirror images of each other, aren't they? Yeah. So the 2 has to go here. That leaves a 6 and 8. Not a 2. What are we missing from this box? 1, 8, and 2 again, actually. And the 8 can't go next to 7, so that's an 8. And then we've got... and there's a 1 in this column. So that actually sorts out this box. So that's a 2. That sorts out our first box up in the corner, which is nice. We've got 8 up here, and there's a virtual 8 down there. So the 8 must go in one of these 2 in this row. What's missing from this row? We've got 6 and 9. And there's a 6 down here, so that sorts that out actually, so that's nice. Can I get any further on 6s yet? There's a 6 down here. Then I finish 4s. I don't think I even finished 4s. Okay, right. Pause. Pause for breath. 4s. 4 must be here. That's not so useful. Or here in this box, yeah. Okay. We have in fact finished 4s. 5s. Oh, well, that can't be a 5 because it's next to a 6. So there's a 5 here, which actually resolves this 5 as well. Let's just stick to 5s for a second. I'll come back to that box in a minute. 5s in this box can only be here or here. Both of those look fine to me. 6 is restricting on 5s, isn't it? So 5 can't go next to a 6. It also can't go here because of that 5. So that's a 5. Which sorts out the 5 in this box as well, which is nice. And then down here, yeah, 4 does us a favour because we've got 5s down here. So there's a 5. And there's a 5 as well. And look at that. Lo and behold, that sorts out the 4s because you can't put a 4 next to a 5. So that's a 4. Surely that helps us on 4s again. Oh, it does, yes, look. So 4 is forced to go into one of these two over in this box. And what that does is that gives us this pattern here on 4s, which we've seen before, right? So if you ask the question, where can the 4 go in this box? Well, actually, it can't go in this row or this row because it's being used. So there's definitely a 4 here, and there's definitely a 4 here and here, or here and here. Either way, your 4 in these two rows is done. So there's not a 4 in either of these. So there's a 4 here, and because of the 4 down there, that gives us the 4 in that box, which gives us the 4 up here, which is nice. Did we finish 5s? I think 5s. Yeah, 5s are done. Nice little quality of life thing from these puzzles. That 5 is grayed out. Okay, let's move to 6s. So 6s, yeah, so 6 must go. Must it? So it must go in one of 2 positions in this box, but I think both of those are all right, actually. I either hadn't noticed this or I have subsequently put a 5 in here, which resolves this, but that can't be a 6 because it's next to the 5, so that's a 6. Surely that does some damage. No, not really. Okay, so we've pencil marked our last 6s anyway. No, I'm being blind. There's a 6. That's a given 6. 6 has been here the whole time, so that definitely could never have been a 6. Don't know what I was smoking. Okay, so 6s are X-winged. I think that's as good as we're going to get for now. What about 7s? Yeah, 7s look pretty good. Must be a 7 here because of these 2 up there. And yeah, 7 sorted out in this box and in here. I think we're pretty close now, aren't we? So there's a 2 missing from this row. That sorts out the 1 in this box, as it happens, because the 1 can't go next to the 2. So that must be the 1. That must be the 8. That gives us an 8 down there. And a 9 to complete the box. 9 is therefore in one of these 2 in this box. And sorted out in this middle box here. So there's a 9 there, which in fact resolves that pretty sharpish. That gives us our final 9. Yes, that's all the 9s done. There's 1 missing in this row. Let's put that in. That's a 2. Which resolves that as being a 1 and a 4. So in fact, yeah. So look, that was my final thermo clue. In fact, look. So that 941 is different from this 249. There's a 4 down here apparently, according to my pencil marks, if they are to be trusted. There's an 8 there, which gives us the 8 in here, which allows us to complete this box with a 2. 2's really... We didn't get a lot of 2s up front, did we? So they've all started appearing right towards the end. Yeah, so I think that in fact completes our 2s. That sorts out the 1 must go here. Well, it's also missing from its column. There's a 6 here according to my pencil marks, giving us an 8. And then there's an 8 and a 6 resolved over here. And a 1. What's the last digit? It's an 8. Hooray! Got that. 13 minutes, 50 seconds. Let's see, I'm not really going for time as of yet. maybe if I start smashing out of the park, I'll think about it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. As I think the Miracle collection are my favourite, and we'll see a few more miracles later on that are just mind blowing. They combine all the sorts of rules, and then you're given like one digit in the grid. It's like, wait, what? But yes, so that will do for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.